Calling all Foundation staff, calling all Foundation staff. Special attention to Site 42 staff specifically. This is Dr. Theron Sherman broadcasting anomalously from the Site 42 cafeteria for our 1 million subscriber AMA and Gold Play Button unboxing. We are digitizing our signal. We are reticulating our splines. Site 42 staff, do you read me? I'm checking the chat on TikTok, on the vertical, on the horizontal streams. Whew, that's good anomalous beverage. All right. We read fantastic. Make it a little louder. Let me see if I can fiddle with that. Properties, audio properties. Microphone, max. Interesting. Right now, I cannot adjust the volume of my microphone. It's maxed. So, well, I probably could tweak it down here a hair. Let's be careful. And sound checking as I turn this up. Is it louder? Is it louder? No, it's not louder. All right, that's something I'm going to have to fix later. All right, so we'll worry about the sound later, but for now, let's take it to picture, people. Good afternoon, Site 42 staff, if you're broadcasting from my time zone. If you are elsewhere in the world, then good morning, good evening, or good night, whatever it may be. Tonight, we are celebrating because we have an unboxing to commit to. A YouTube gold play button is in my hand right now that's kind of crazy to talk about. But before we unbox it, we're going to give people 5 or so minutes to show up. And so let us, in the meantime, just party. There's an AMA. I'm going to be looking at all your chats, and I'm going to be seeing what questions I can answer machine gun style. We have about 20 to 30 minutes maximum before I have to get back to some tests today. We're finally going to make that tree scream. Sounds like the perfect way to celebrate 1 million subscribers. I'll get the details, I'll run the test, and I'll bring you the results next time. I'm sure it's going to go great. Nothing will go wrong. So in the meantime, is today pizza day? You know what? If you head down to the Site 42 commissary, it is in fact pizza day. The Infinite Pizza Box is alive and well in our commissary. Enjoy yourself a hot slice. Chris asks, how do you feel about people role-playing in your comments? So, when it comes to role-playing in the SCP space, it's a very popular way to be. When people are in the comments, talking in character and stuff like that, I think it's perfectly fine. Get people to get into character, enjoy themselves. I consider Site 42 to be a lot like going to the Renaissance Fair, but online. So when you are at the Ren Fair, yes, all of the actors there are acting in character. They're having a good time. They're doing improv bits. And if you go in costume and you play along, they are all too happy for you to jump in and play along with them, which is awesome. Now, of course, I got to comment, you got to use your best judgment here, because sometimes, let's say we're in the chat of a live stream. If people are chatting back and forth, role-playing some deep scene that's taking away from the subject of the stream, that can be a little obnoxious. So in the comments where you're commenting on whatever I post in character, that's great. If you're having conversations in like nested comments, super cool. I just don't want to see people taking away from the subject of what's going on. So use your best judgment. And my very hype moderator, Desk, has instructions on that class, and we'll try to keep you in line so you're not, like, surprised. Ziertrin, thank you for being a member, of course. My Sona is absolutely not someone Sherman would want in the chat. Well, you know what? As I said, best judgment, my friend. Best judgment. Especially, we're all Foundation staff, so if you're some sort of anomaly that should be in a box, get back in your box. Sheesh. All right, looking into the chat again. What's my favorite SCP? Asks Boopy Cutie. Boopy Cutie. My favorite SCPs Besides the ones I wrote, of course, because they're my children. I would obviously pick them if I could, but that's cheating. If you go to, pardon me, if you go to my support link, then besides the Patreon and channel memberships where you can support Site 42, you'll also see my SCP author page. And with that being the case, you can see my articles. But my favorite articles, not written by me. Is there a screen freeze? Do I need to, if I flip back and forth, does it fix it? I'm here. I'm waving my arms. Do you see me waving my arms? We'll see when the chat catches up in time. But either way, my favorite SCPs are as follows. SCP-3999. I am at the center of everything that happens to me. It is a crazy meta article. I love crazy meta stuff, which is also why one of my favorites is SCP-3043, Murphy Law, and the following Murphy Law stories, because they're all awesome. Murphy Law is fantastic fun. Following that, SCP-008-J, Jeff, hilarious to me to this day. SCP-Spooky-J, it's kind of low-tier humor, but I find it hilarious either way. SCP-Spooky-J, just some guy yelling mean things. Sometimes that's all you need. Then we skip from the 3000s up to the 5000s. SCP-5031, yet another murder monster. So touching. So touching. One of the best articles on the site. SCP-5320, Our Glorious Long Lord, the Fish That Goes On Forever. Hilarious article. All praise. Make sure to leave your snacks for your blessing on top of the microwave. And SCP-5175, Death Knife, is just really funny. A weeaboo mall cop gets an anomaly, and we have to train him to be part of the MTF. It's super funny. And I think a new favorite has been added to the list, actually. During SCP Anthology this year, Yossi brought SCP-8980 to life. And oh my god, SCP-8980 is the most painful article I've ever read. It hurts to read, but it's so well written, it's so good. So, like, if you want to die inside a little bit, SCP-8980 is on my list. I got a super here. Building Block, thank you for your donation. Make sure to grab yourself some baklava on your way past the commissary. I know the Foundation have immunity to all human laws, but what about Fae or intergalactic laws? So, I mean, we have immunity to human laws, as in, because we're secret, we hide from them. So, they don't know about us, they can't stop us. Obviously, some agents get arrested in the field sometimes, and we have to bail them out. But when it comes to the laws of the entities that live in the woods that have no name, or whatever we say, I'm glad my mimetic filters are strong today, they have rules that we dare not follow, because they will steal your name and they will mess you up. So we don't mess with them. It's fine. Intergalactically, we have some treaties depending on what universe you're in and dealing with. So that is another situation where, we got to follow laws where we can't get around them. We'll skirt any rule in order to maintain normalcy, but sometimes we can't skirt the rules and treaties have to be made, just like treaties have to be made with the other groups of interest. We have treaties with the GOC and the Shark Punching Center, those guys. So yes, we do our best to avoid the laws where possible. Bot 2674, why is there a weird dog in my attic? Well, since you donated and I appreciate that, make sure to grab yourself some donuts on your way past the commissary. And I don't know why there's a weird dog in your attic. Maybe you should wave to it from a safe distance and see what happens. Zerdrin, don't forget your nuggies in the oven. Oh my gosh, don't waste the nugs, my dude. Boopy Cutie, hey, you should talk about... I am not going to fall for that, but I will. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back to show you something. Woo! For some reason, this does not get me kidnapped. But we have this little guy. One of the Etsy shops that does SCP things, Grim Creatures, I believe they've gone out of business, unfortunately. But they made this sweet standing doll of essentially the Candlejack SCP. And when I get taken at the end of this video, you'll know that I did it through my dedication to say what's going on to you guys. But yeah, so I have this and it's super cool. And nobody died. Yet. Mario the Wisp. Sherman, can you try a magnifying glass and the sun on the tree? I think it'll work. I think that'll be a backup plan for today's test. We'll see how that goes. Brion? Brion. I'm going to go with Brion. What do you think is the best you yourself have made? So I think you must be talking about my SCP articles. And, So I think there's... Of my articles, obviously, it's like choosing one of your kids. How do you pick your favorite kid? And in the case of that, my thinking is you kind of... I don't have a favorite, and I don't have what I think is the best, but I do have, like, different quality markers that I think they fulfill. Like my first one, SCP-3086, George the Chinchilla, I think that's a really cool entity. And it's a neat little entity, and it does its job, it gets in and goes fast, it has a fun... Oh, I'm sorry, Marlo. I'm sorry, Marlo the Wisp, by the way. You're right. I will continue to try to remember that. Drat. It's just small text, and I'm getting old, man. My eyes are going. It's all these anomalies I've been working from. Anyways, yes, 3086, besides being my first, I think it's really fun to do the audio-only format. And how that evolves is fun to me. So I enjoy that as an entity I created. I think my most popular article is still SCP-2700-EX, which is a mystery article that turns into a very sad article when you get to the end of it. And so I'm not going to spoil that, but you can enjoy how that rolls out. And it's my highest rated article on the site. So I believe it therefore is like the best by that metric. But then the closest one I can think to a favorite, it would be SCP-5886. Because 5886, The Ballad of Jim Biggio, is based on a song that I really, 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 really like. And it has a lot of feelings. And I was able to put those into the SCP, which I enjoy doing. And the creator of the song saw the article and read it and liked it. So... extra credit. Hello and hello, chat. Much love. Keep doing. You rate the username. Rate the username Seagull? So it's a bird, which is not real, and it's not run by the government. It's run by us, by the way. Thank you. Don't give the federal government credit for anything. The UIU is a joke. The birds are our stalker cameras. Thank you. But yes, it's a clever respelling of a bird stalker, so it's right in there with Foundation puns. I give it a 10 out of 10. 20 gifted from Present99. Thank you, Present99, for gifting memberships over in the vertical chat. Got a whole bunch of new members today. Huzzah. Welcome to Site42 membership. Bot2674 again. The dog almost bit your arm off. Almost, but not completely. Okay, that's good data. Now, does it respond to speech? Have you tried that yet? Okay, next question coming down. Tective. Hey, Doc, this is Tective, formerly known as Toon-tective. Okay, so like a detective of tunes, but now just a tective. And I went through a rebranding and having dealing with the 3086 animatronic incident and still some issues in our tech because of him. Okay, first of all, I'm just saying, a George the Chinchilla animatronic would probably be super dope. And you know what? Since I showed you guys the 2521 that Grim Creatures made, they also made a 3086. Let me go get it real quick. I'll be back. I'll be back soon. So normally chinchillas are a bit more rotund of belly, but George the chinchilla, with the gloves and the spats and the dapper mustache, this is a jaunty son of a gun, and an animatronic of this would be fantastic. Eat your heart out, Freddy Fazbear. All right. We'll answer a couple more questions after the... We'll answer a couple more questions after, but it is time to play What's in the Box. And so, everyone here? Everyone ready? Welcome to the unboxing portion of the stream. Unbox it like a pizza. Like a pizza. Oh, there's still some tape. Wait a minute. Sometimes the pen is not for spinning. Sometimes the pen is for choosing violence. Beware. All right. We open the box and we get black foam. But after the black foam, we have a letter from YouTube. A letter from YouTube. What does it say? You did it. One mission, one channel, and one more thing. 1 million subscribers. Congratulations. You may have started with just a few viewers, but your voice, passion, and creativity have now touched the lives of people around the world. And the community you built is enriched by the stories you've shared as you bring people together. To honor this milestone, we're proud to present you with the Gold Creator Award. We hope the special recognition will remind you how much you mean to so many. Every day, you are redefining how content is created and watched, one voice and one video at a time. It's a privilege to be part of your journey. We can't wait to see what you do next. Yours sincerely, Neil Mohan, YouTube CEO. And then this is a little business card from the award company. Thank you, Rick, for inspecting and packaging my award. Rick, you're the true hero of this story. And coming out the box, presented to Site42 for passing 1 million subscribers. Da 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 da. Okay, but we got to take it out the bag. We got to take it out the bag for a proper. Da 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 da. Yo, there. Now it's in the proper light. It's not green like my desktop. It is now properly gold. Properly gold. It is here. It happened. This happened. Site42 staff. Whoa. Let's get a proper Keanu whoa in the chat. Whoa. We did it, fam. Basking in a minute. Basking in a minute. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. It's here. It's gold. It's green. It's gold. It's silver. There. That's the gold way. That's the hold it the one color. One color. We're here. We did it. Wow. All right. Holy cow, guys. And you know, we hit 1 million about 2 weeks ago. They wait a week to confirm that you're not going to like instantly drop down below. And then they give you the order for the award, which takes a week. So we're now 2 weeks out. We are currently at 1,009,228, which means that probably by end of day tomorrow, we'll be at 1.01 M, which will be progress toward the next check mark. Because in the last 2 weeks, thinking about this, you know, you start to get a little overly thoughtful. You start to pontificate. You start to get very verbose and thoughty about things. Technical terms, all this. And, you know, they say once you reach a milestone, it doesn't change things for you. when you get there, and they're right. I don't feel different than yesterday. I don't feel different than 2 weeks ago. But what I do know is that with this W right here, with you guys on hand, we're taking our next steps. Because that's all this is. Life is never done. You don't pass a finish line. You keep going and you keep climbing to whatever height you can frickin' make it to. And so, if you guys didn't see the stream earlier this week, we dropped a stream about an upcoming SCP game that started with an ARG kickoff. And we're going to drop a video version of that, a cut down version of the stream as well later on. But it's all about helping people make their own projects in the SCP space, because if we help publicize them, they actually get eyes, and then they can make bigger and better things. The second is that it's about dang time that we started making our own. Now, I know some people who know some people. I can't spoil too much, but I have an idea, and I have a plan, and I have a team. And we're going to make something. I believe we're going to film it at the end of the year. I'm trying to get this ball rolling, and I think I can pull it off. It's going to be... all I'm going to say about it is we're working on a live-action SCP film project. A small one. Don't go crazy here. We got to start small. But I think it's going to be dope. And when I come to you guys to say, hey, we're crowdfunding this, it's our project, not someone else's this time, I hope you're ready. Because... ooh, I've got some ideas. I've got some good ideas, and I've got the people who can make them. So, I've got about 5 minutes left. And so with that in mind, one more time, gold play button. Site 42 fam, we did it. Because we are in this together, you and I. I am just the figurehead on the face of the site. But it is really the Site 42 staff that does everything here. So, this is just as much for you guys as it is for me as we move into the next phase of Site 42. Yes, you were here in the chat for the unboxing. Oh no, there's an SCP-4521 in the chat. I hope it has not realized our testing plans for it later. Desk, 0.0003% of the golden play button belongs to me. You're breathtaking. Everyone gets a little piece of the button. We're going to cut it up and we're going to mail it to everyone. That would be, everyone gets a speck, a little sand speck. Checking the other chats. Zirjan, plot twist, Sherman, I'm a reality bender. Something in your house is now lasagna. Well, thanks for lunch, I guess. Blessed Comment, thank you for your dono. Make sure to grab yourself some broccoli on your way past the commissary, if you're into that. The dog, it knows. Bot 2674, I think you need to get out of there. That is a dangerous place for you to be, especially if it knows about the Foundation. The Random Man, thank you for your random dono. Grab yourself some rum on your way past the commissary. Some rum raisin ice cream, of course. Don't drink on the job. I'm not going to tell you what's in my anomalous fluid because I'm currently on my break. Just saying. Dr. Sherman, why'd you say you dislike 049, then say he was hot in a YouTube short? Okay, listen. Listen, I have never liked SCP-049. And if you want to know why, you can read the SCP-049 article. Because I am there, and you will see exactly why I don't like that guy. I have my reasons, and you can read the article to find out why. That being said, I cannot deny objective reality. And so, when the outfit change happened, and looked like a slick pirate version, no, that was pretty dope. I can't deny objectively. At that point, he was hot. How do you deny? Now, just because something is objectively hot does not mean you're allowed to fraternize with it. That's against the rules of the Foundation no matter what. You can comment on the hotness of something objectively, scientifically proven, and then let it go. Because we do not fraternize with the anomalies. A thank you. All of you SCP-1471 weirdos. Need to stop. You're going to get pulled into the medical wing for therapy. The thing in my house that turned into lasagna was the pizza that I was going to have for lunch. That works too, I guess. Well, congratulations on your lunch transition. Hey, Doc, do you have a favorite mobile task force? Well, the one that I created for SCP-3086, I think it's Kappa 7, the Haughty Librarians. They're a team that goes and does investigations of book depositories for anomalous books, and that includes George the Chinchilla. So I believe, I mean, obviously I made that one, so I'm kind of fond of it. You know, I think Samsara's fun because they have some fun Power Ranger vibes. And some of the articles where they're humanized are pretty fun when they're not just Power Ranger badasses. And I mean, Mole Rats is always useful. I mean, let's not lie about that. MTF list SCP. But really, I mean, I'm not huge on any MTFs, to be fair. I'm not like jumping out the gate for any of them. I think they're all pretty random and disposable and all that business. They're just guys in suits who come in and do the jobs that we researchers don't do. I mean, they're the grunts. I'm not really... they'll do their job, and I'll let them do their job. It's fine. That's all that matters. Guys, have you ever wondered what SCP-999 tastes like? Well, Dr. Roland Rareer. I'm going with Rareer. Dr. Roland Rareer. We all know SCP-999 smells like your favorite smell. But doesn't he taste like peanut butter? Don't we have a test for that? I think we have a test for that. Or maybe he also tastes like your favorite thing because smell and taste are related. I forget. I'm not going to look up the documentation for that. Checking the chat for a couple more questions before I go get to work. What if I look at SCP-001 in the mirror? Well, that depends on which 001 you're looking at. I mean, some of them, it's more of a concept than it is an actual object in the first place. Help, it hurt my legs. Ah. Well, you better crawl to safety, buddy. You better crawl to safety. Any breaches lately? You know, Dr. Jones, you're tempting fate because it's been pretty chill lately. And now that you've said that, well, I've got a test for 4521 to get to. I'm going to be occupied. I'm going to be paranoid the whole time that something's going to be happening. And if it does, I blame you. You basically activated SCP-WCPGW-J. Was that the right order of letters? SCP- what could possibly go wrong -J. Yes, you've just activated SCP-WCPGW-J. I hope you're happy, Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones. Haha, that's fun. All right. One last question. What is your favorite style of furniture, and why is it an anomalous mahogany desk? You know, it's because it has very good conversational skills, and it allows me every so often to say, "This is mahogany," without getting mad at me, you know. So, we're cool, me and that desk. But I'll take one more question that's not from desk. Diamond Edits. Sherman, when did you get interested in the SCP Foundation and its community? Secondary question, what do you think about SCP-8000? So, it's a fun mystery. I have no idea how I got into SCP. at all. It is a mystery to this day. I remember my earliest memory of SCPs is back in 2015, 2014, 2013-ish. I was playing D&D with my friends. I was the DM, and I was running a game, and after the first couple campaigns, I ran out of ideas, but it was an urban fantasy game based on the Dresden Files book series. And so urban fantasy, and I was using SCP concepts as fill-in for a game. And we ended up using SCPs and SCP characters from then on in our sessions. My characters were obviously, they were wizards and stuff, so they were anomalous. And the Foundation had a handler for the team. And that ended up being one of the player characters as well. But the only thing I could think of is that maybe I got it from our Markiplier Containment Breach video. I'm not sure how I got into SCP. It's crazy. But I know somewhere it was around 2013-ish, 2014-ish probably. Okay. That is the end of today's stream because I have to get to work. That tree's not going to scream if I don't do something to it. So, 1 million subscribers. Site 42. Recognized by YouTube. That's yous guys. You guys are the Site 42 staff. I'm just running the site and making sure we don't get blown up in another containment breach. I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe, be well, and secure, contain, protect. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. There's a party going on right here. A celebration to last throughout the years. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now, celebration. We gonna celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We gonna celebrate and have a good time. Oh, Lord, silent follower. Thank you for your very large dono at the end of stream. You get a special call out because Desk just alerted me. You are the top end of the song. Thank you. Good night, Site 42 staff. See you in the next video.